Good morning, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. Hope you guys enjoyed the Super Bowl. I thought it was kind of meh, 31-9. Congratulations, Tom Brady, greatest of all time. That argument comes to an end. But the game itself was kind of meh, so not really was that great a game, but congratulations to the Buccaneers, first championship in 20 years. They do deserve that once in a while. Hopefully one day this team will get back there, but they got a ways to go. Welcome you back to Inside Pitch. This is the 1985 Pennant race. Today's date is the 29th of September. We are at Stade Olympique. The St. Louis Cardinals take on the Montreal Expos in a big game here in the National League East. Very simple today in the division. The Cardinals are one game back of the Mets for second place. The Expos, their magic number is 1. If the Expos win, they clinch the division here at home. If not, and the Mets lose, the Expos still clinch the National League East. The Cardinals have a 4-game lead on the Phillies for third place. Phillies need help, so they'll be rooting for Montreal to win, and I know the Mets will also be doing the same thing to keep the Cardinals at bay. As you can tell from the standings board, the Cardinals have not lost a game yet since I made this sheet. So this is a very big game here. Of course, we got lots of 10-minute ticker coming up as well. There are division titles on the line in the other league, but I felt this was the game to play at this time. Cardinals will take on the Expos here, so a very good chance we could see the Expos clinch the division with a win here today. The Expos historically won this game 7-5 over the Cardinals, so we'll see if history repeats itself. Starting pitcher for the Expos today is Dan Schatzeder. 3 wins, 5 losses, a 3.80 ERA. Actually, was mostly on, but didn't see much of him during the season. But Schatzeder gets the call here for the Expos against the Cardinals. Should be an exciting matchup. At least I hope we have one here. So let's get ready. It's time to get back to baseball. Now that the NFL season is over, we can now concentrate on spring training, which will be starting in a couple of weeks. I can't wait for baseball season to start. Let's go. Top of the first inning, leading off for the Cardinals, left fielder Vince Coleman. Rickey Henderson wannabe. Coleman batted .267 that year for the Birds. Here we go. Big game starting. National League East Division Championship on the line. If the Expos win, they clinch it. Schatzeder's first pitch, 1-6, a walk chance, and that will put Vince Coleman on at first with a leadoff walk. Stade Olympique, no adjustment at all on any of the stats. Strikeouts, walks, and homers, of course, are all at 0. And a bit of a pitcher's park. And, of course, every time I say that, we start hitting home runs all over the place. Infield goes to half range. Next batter, center fielder Willie McGee. G-Puck joins us here at Stade Olympique. See if there's anything of Coleman's going to be trying to steal a 17. No, he does not get the jump. So Schatzeder will pitch to McGee. And that is a 6-1. Another walk chance. That 16, though, is high. McGee will swing 2-5. That's a line drive to third. Line out to third. In order to get the first baseman out, it needs to be a 1. The throw goes to first, and Coleman is safe easily, 1 out. On a 1, Coleman would have been doubled off, but McGee lines out to third. That's the first out. Here is second baseman Tommy Herr. Herr had a .302 average for the Redbirds that year. Cardinals should make the playoffs, but not a problem, and they're still going to be a very tough out in the postseason we have scheduled. Checking on a strat. A 20. Schatzeder throws to first for a pickoff chance. No, doesn't get him. Schatzeder will pitch to Herr. That's a 1-2. That's a blank. He's not tired. Herr will swing 4-3. That's a ground ball to short to the turn 2. 1-0. 2. Second baseman Montreal is Law. He adds 1. A 1-3, they turn the double play, and they do not. Coleman beats the throw. The only play was the first base with Coleman's speed, 2 outs. On that 4, Coleman will beat it. So a ground ball to short, but they can't turn two. That brings up the first baseman, Cesar Cedeno, a late trade from the Reds. Infield now goes back. And that is a 6. Coleman definitely has a chance to steal third, but he'll stay at second with 2 outs. Schatzeder will pitch. 2-1. Strikeout chance. Got him. Struck him out. First strikeout on for Schatzeder as he gets him on a 2. And that will end the inning. Nothing for the Cardinals in the top of the first. Starting pitcher for the Cardinals in this game was a lefty, Ricky Horton. 3 wins, 2 losses, a save, a 2.91 ERA. He only started 3 games in 85, and this is one of them, obviously, he does start. Bottom of the first, leading off for the Expos, left fielder, the Rock, Tim Raines, batted .320 that year. 11 home runs. Horton with the pitch. That's a 4-2, and that's going to be a strikeout, but the 20 is high. Raines will swing 3-2, and he grounds out to shortstop for the first out. Here's second baseman Vance Law. He had 10 home runs for the Expos that year. Horton with the pitch, 3-4. Strikeout chance, 17 no good. Law will swing 4-6. He hits a base hit past third. That's a single. Nice 1-out hit by Law. He will go to first. He had a few stolen bases. Here's the right fielder, Andre Dawson, Hall of Famer, 23 home runs, batted .255 that year. Infield goes to half. Check the strat, 14, nothing happening. Horton will pitch, 2-5. That's a strikeout chance. The 6, he gets Dawson. Struck him out. Strikeout number 1 for Horton. He had 59 of them in 85. So Dawson goes back to the bench, 2 outs now. A chance for shortstop, Hubie Brooks, ex-Met. Law still on a second. Mark Russell joins us here at Stade Olympique. And that is an 11, nothing happening on the roll. Horton will pitch. That's a 1-5. That is at the park. Stade Olympique says 2-2. A ground ball to second base. Throw goes to first. Inning over. No runs and a hit for the Expos. No score after 1. Montreal wins this game. They clinch the National League East. If they lose and the Mets lose their game, they will still clinch the division. Cardinals trying to still stay in front of the Phillies. Remember, they have a 4-game lead for third place. Top of the second inning. Leading off for the Cardinals will be right fielder Tito Landrum. He gets the call today in right. Schatzeder with the pitch. 2-3, wild pitch, ball 1. Schatzeder again, 1-3, strikeout, 5, got him, struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Schatzeder. He had 64 of them in 85. Here's the third baseman, Terry Pendleton. Pendleton had a batted .240 average that year. Very good third baseman. Schatzeder 4-1. That's a blank. Pendleton will swing 6-4. Flies out to center. Second out. Here's the Wizard of Oz, shortstop Ozzie Smith. .276 average in 85. He also had 6 home runs. He get it for a little bit of power against lefties. Schatzeder 4-5. That's a strikeout chance. The 17 is high. Smith gets the swing. That's a 3-5, but he grounds that to first. And a 1-2-3 inning for Schatzeder. Cardinals unable to get anything going there. And we go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Expos, third baseman Tim Wallach. His son Chad Wallach plays for the Marlins. That just shows you how old I am. Horton will pitch. 1-4. That's at the park. Stade Olympique says 4-2. That's a star 4, and that's going to be a ground out to shortstop for out number 1. Next up is the first baseman, Andres Galarraga, a very young big cat. Got one of the starts for the Expos that year. The big cat got very young at this time in 85. Young kid. Only batted 187 in 85. Very good player. Horton's pitch, 5-6. That's a strikeout chance that he'll get Galarraga for out number 2. Second strikeout for Horton. Next up is center fielder Mitch Webster. He had 272 average, 11 home runs that year for the Expos. Horton's pitch, 6-6, possible error chance. Webster will swing, 5-1. Against the lefty, that's going to be a base hit pass to Horton. Horton's error rating is an 8. That's a 9. It's not going to be an error, so Webster is going to be safe at first as the ball does get past Horton and rolls into center field. I'm going to say that's not an error on him, so he will get a base hit. Horton just misses it with a 9. So Webster gets a 2-out base knock. And that will bring up the catcher, Mike O'Berry. He got the call here. Remember, we're in September, so a lot of September call-ups are still playing here. Hence, some of the lineups that are a little on the weird side. That is a 16, nothing happening on the stretch. Horton, 3-5, hit by pitch. That is a 13, and it's too high. Even though Horton adds 10, but nothing from O'Berry. He never got hit in only the 21 at-bats he had. O'Berry gets the swing, 5-3, and he's going to get a base hit. Look at that, a single past third. Mitch Webster on a single past third needs to be a 6 in order to get to third base. Even with 2 outs, he's a 5. He will hold at second. O'Berry gets a nice base hit. How about that? Congratulations to him. Puts runners at first and second. And that does bring up the pitcher, Dan Schatzeder. He did bat 194 as a hitter in 85. Webster on at second. O'Berry on at first. I am still rolling a strat. That's a 3. Nothing happening. There's no need for Webster to try to steal third, although that is available, but he'll stay at second. Horton will pitch. 5-5. That's a blank. Schatzeder gets the swing. 1-1, but he's going to chop it right back to Horton, and he'll toss him out at first. No runs, 2 hits. A small chance goes by the board for the Expos. No score after 2. Very important game for both teams. I'm trying to play the biggest games of the last part of the season here with 2 weeks, with about 8 days left. Top of the third inning, leading off for the Cardinals will be the catcher, Tom Nieto, batted 225 that year. Schatzeder's pitch, 3-3. Home run, question mark. Nieto has a 0 for home runs. That's an automatically too high. So I'll just bypass it. Nieto does get the swing, though, 5-3. He does lace a base hit to right. So a single for right, 2 for Nieto, and that's the first hit of the game for the Birds. That will bring up the pitcher, Ricky Horton, batted 063. Let's see if the bunt is available. Corners will be in, and the bunt will not be on, so Horton is going to go ahead and swing. Corners are in, though. Schatz expecting the bunt, but he's not going to. 5-3, that's a strikeout chance. He got him, struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for Schatzeder as Horton goes down. Here's Vince Coleman. Infield no goes back to halfway. Nieto still on at first. Strat says a 20. Schatzeder throws to first to break him off. No, Nieto gets back. Schatzeder will pitch, and that's a 3-1. That's a blank. Coleman gets the swing, 1-6. Grounds it to second base, and they turn 2. Double play rating 1-0-2. Shortstop is Brooks, a -1. The only way the Expos turn a double play is on a 1. It's a 4. Nieto is thrown out at second. Coleman will make first, and there are now 2 outs. Fielder's choice. Next batter is McGee with 2 outs. The infield will be normal. We'll see if Coleman gets a jump to steal. And he does, and he's going to try to steal it. 16 plus 1 is 7. Nieto adds 1 and 18. The only way Coleman is thrown out is on a 19 or a 20. Nope. But Coleman, a 17, was a little bit closer than he liked. But Coleman does steal second base. Stolen base for Coleman. Now we roll Stade again. And that is a 5. If he wants to steal third, he can. But with 2 outs, I think I'll let McGee swing. Coleman will stay at second base, and McGee will swing against Schatzeder. Schatzeder, 6-1, walk chance, 9, too high. McGee gets the swing on that one. That's a 5-3. It's a star, too, and he grounds it to short, and that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Birds. No score going into the bottom of the 3rd. And Expos win. They win the National League East for the second time in my replays. In my 1994 restart, the Expos did win the division, won the National League East in that division. Be the second time the Expos have won a division title in my replays. And the 85 Expos were not a bad team. Bottom of the 3rd, here's Tim Raines against Horton. Horton with the pitch, 4-5, that's blank. Raines gets the swing, 3-3. That's a ball hit to left field on a 5 against the lefty. That's going to be a leadoff double for Raines. Raines smacks that one into left, and he will find himself on second. Leadoff double for the Rock. He will hold at second base. That is a good shot for him. That will bring up Vance Law. Infield is normal. See if anything happening on a strat. Raines has got good speed. There's no hit and run with a runner on second. So Horton will pitch. And that is a 6-4. That's a wild pitch. That 6 will fall in that category. So Horton, here's a who. And Raines goes to third on a wild pitch. Raines will go to third base. And now Vance Law will bat with that. Let's see what comes up on a strat roll. 16-0 happening there. Infield is going to play. It's early in the game. The Cardinals just want to get the out. And Raines will advance on a ground out. Horton's pitch, 4-1 against a righty. That's a home run check. Vance Law against a lefty is a 10. That's a 7. At the infield wherever, it doesn't matter. That ball is gone. Home run, Vance Law. Vance Law. Again, Horton here's a who, but this time it costs him big time. And against a right-handed hitter, which Law is, and against a lefty, a 10, that's a 7. Vance Law sends that one easily over the center field fence. That is out of here. 2-0 Expos. Vance Law gets a big 2-run jack off of Horton. Stadium cheers. Yay! Here's Andre Dawson. Dawson 0 for 1. Big home run. Ricky Horton fought the Law. The Law won on that one. Horton's pitch. 2-1. Range play. Dawson gets the swing. 2-4. That's a star 3. It's a ground ball to third. Pendleton's range is a 5. And he won't get it. Single or double. That's going to be a single. Dawson just gets it out of Pendleton's reach. And he will make first. So here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, 3 straight base hits by the Expos. And here's Hubie Brooks. Infield does go to halfway. Brooks is 0 for 1. Check the strat. Dawson does have some speed. Not going to happen there. Horton will swing. Well, pitch. 3-4. Strikeout. 3. Got him. He does strike out Brooks. Third strikeout for Horton. Here's Tim Wallach. Infield still staying half. Nothing happening on the strat. Horton will pitch to Wallach. That's a 6-4. That's a wild pitch. That 9, yep, that's going to send Dawson to second as Horton throws it to the backstop. Not having a good inning here. Wild pitch, second wild pitch on Horton. And that sends Dawson to second. Another run in scoring position for the Expos. Now the infield goes back. I'll re-roll a strat. Nothing happening there. Horton will pitch. That's a 4-5. That's a blank. Wallach gets to swing 1-1, star 3. That's going to be a ground ball to third. The throw goes to first for out number 2. Dawson's base running rating is a 3. The only way he can get to third is on a 6. Nope, they'll stay at second base. And there are 2 outs. That will bring up Andres Galarraga with 2 outs. Strat says a 1. Dawson's got a good chance to steal third, but he'll stay put and let Galarraga hit. You're up. It's two outs. Runner on second. You don't want to make an out at third. So Dawson will stay there. Horton will pitch to Galarraga. 2-3. Strikeout chance. 10. Got him. Struck him out. And that retires the side. Strikeout number 4 for Horton. But 2 runs for the Expos on 3 hits. A 2-run jack by Vance Law after 3, 2-0 Expos. Timeout on the field. Time in on the field. ID Jester joins us here at Stade Olympique. As he says, just wanted to stay long, but want to stay high. Thank you there, ID Jester. The General is in the house. The Master of Disaster. One of the most awesome channels you will find anywhere. Please check it out if you've not done so. Top of the 4th inning, Expos lead 2-0. And here's Tommy Herr leading for the Cardinals. He's 0 for 1. Expos win, they clinch the National League East. If not, the Mets play in a 10-minute ticker. If the Mets lose, the Expos clinch the division anyway. Schatzeder's pitch, 6-3. That is a blank. Herr will swing 1-3, star 3, and a fly out to center. Here's Cesar Cedeno. He is 0 for 1. He struck out. Schatzeder with the pitch, 4-1. That is a blank. Cedeno will swing, 4-6. That's a base hit past second. A base hit for Cedeno, and he will hold at first. You're welcome for the con. Are you doing any more of my Fall Classic games? I will do some more Fall Classic. I will do some more. I can promise that. But right now, Inside Pitch is the most exciting game I play. 1 out, Cedeno on at first. Infield was going to go to halfway. Tito Landrum will be the next batter. See if anything happening on the strat. 15-0 happening there. Schatzeder will pitch. That's a 2-1 strikeout chance. 11 got him. Struck out Landrum. That's strikeout number 4 for Schatzeder. Out number 2. Here's Pendleton. Cedeno on it first. And that is a 17. Nothing happening on the strat. Schatzeder will pitch. That's a 2-2 against the switch hitter right. That's a blank. Pendleton gets the swing on that one. 2-5, and he grounds it to third. And the throw is going to go to second against Cedeno. And that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Cardinals. Schatzeder off to a pretty good start. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Cardinals should make the playoffs barring a massive collapse, which I don't think is going to happen. They're still going to be a very tough out in these playoffs. Remember, top 3 teams each division make the playoffs for a total of 6 in the American League and 6 in the National League, which makes a lot of these games as important as anything else. Mitch Webster leads off for the Expos. He's 1 for 1. He singled his last time up. Horton with the pitch, 1-5. That's at the park. Stade Olympique says 4-4. Fly out to center. Out number 1. Next batter is Mike O'Berry. He singled his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Horton will pitch. 2-2. Strikeout chance. He gets O'Berry. Strikeout number 5 for Ricky Horton. And now Dan Schatzeder. Horton, 5-4. That's a walk chance. The 11 is high. Schatzeder will swing 4-3, and he gets a base hit. He hits that one right past short, and Schatzeder helps his own cause a little bit. Gets himself a little single, and he will trot down to first and keep the inning alive. And not a bad guy to keep the inning alive with. Here's Tim Raines. Raines is 1 for 2. He doubled and scored on the Vance Law home run. 2 outs. I am rolling the Strat for a pickoff. None happening. Horton will pitch to Raines. That's a 5-3, and against the switch hitter right, that's going to be a base hit right up the middle. Single one against the righty since Horton's hitting from the right side, and that is a single one. Schatzeder's base running rating has to be a 4 in order to get to third, and even with 2 outs, it's a 2. Schatzeder will hold at second, so Raines keeps the inning alive. Second hit of the game for Raines. And now a nice cheer from the Stade Olympique crowd. Here's Vance Law. He hit the home run earlier. Law is 2 for 2. Single and a homer. Infield is normal. Horton, nothing happening on the Strat. Horton will pitch to Law. And that's a 3-1 strikeout, 17 high. Law does get to swing. 6-1. That's a base hit past short. It's a single for Law. Doesn't score Schatzeder. His base running rating is a 1. In order to get home, needs to be a 3. With 2 outs, it's a 2. Schatzeder will not be able to score station to station only. So after 2 quick outs, 3 straight base hits. Law now 3 for 3. And now with the bases loaded, here's Andre Dawson. Dawson definitely has major home run power here. Dawson is 1 for 2. A home run here could really open this game up. Montreal, remember, historically won this game 7-5. A little ugly. There were 4 errors in the game. 2 outs. Horton will pitch to Dawson. Nothing on the Strat. Bases loaded. A big chance for the Expos. Horton's pitch. 6-3. That's a blank. Dawson gets the swing. 3-2, and he grounds it right back to Horton, and the throw goes to first to end it. A little excitement there, but no run score, but there were 3 hits. As Horton lucky to get out of that one. Still 2-0, Expos after 4. Top of the 5th inning. Ozzie Smith will come up to bat. He's 0 for 1 against Schatzeder. Pitch from Schatzeder, 6-2, range play. Ozzie Smith will swing, 5-1 against the lefty. That's a ground ball right back to Schatzeder. His range is a 5. He's got it, and he'll toss it over to first for out number 1. Schatzeder, he's horrible when it comes to errors, but he's very good when it comes to range. That's the first out. Here's Tom Nieto. Schatzeder will pitch. That's a 2-3 wild pitch, ball 1. Schatzeder again, 3-1. That's a blank. Nieto gets the swing. That's a 5-3, and that's going to be a base hit to right. Nice single to right field for Nieto. That's his second hit of the game. He's 2 for 2. And here's Ricky Horton, and the Cardinals are going to let him bat. See if they get a corners will be in expecting a bunt, and that won't happen. Nieto will run he has no chance to get to steal a base with a stolen base rating of a 0. So I'm going to call off the steal. Corners are in though, which means a hit to first or a hit to third. All right, a range play suffers by 2. The remaining shortstop and second base, they are going to be halfway. Schatzeder with the pitch, 6-6. That's a walk chance, and he walks the pitcher. Ugh. Oh, he walks Horton on a 19, and that is a 9. And now the Cardinals are in business with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Now the infield goes back to halfway, and here's Vince Coleman. Walks the pitcher. Coleman is 0 for 1. Hit into a fielder's choice last time out. Infield is half. Schatzeder 11. Nothing happening on the strat. Schatzeder with the pitch. 3-5. That is a strikeout chance. The 20 is way high. Coleman will swing 1-3, and he grounds it to first. Do they turn the double play? 1-0-2. Shortstop from Montreal is Brooks. He -1. So the only way they turn a double play is on a 1. And that is a 6. So the only play was at first base. So the runners will advance. Coleman is out. Must have been a slow rolling grounder that Galarraga knew the only play he had was to make the play, which he does. And he tags the bag to get the out. But the runners do advance. 2 outs now and a chance for Willie McGee. Runners at second and third. A good chance here for the Cardinals, but they need to get some runs. McGee is 0 for 2. Schatzeder coming in to pitch. We'll see if there's anything on the strat. Although I don't think there will be. Nope. He does have a pickoff rating. Schatzeder will pitch. 1-1 against the switch to the right. That's a home run check against the switch right. McGee against the lefty is a 15. Holy cow, he missed it on a 16. I don't believe it. A switch hitter right, a home run check on a 1-1. McGee needs a 15, and that is a 16. No home run, but McGee does get the swing, though. That's a 5-1, and he is, however, going to get a base hit past short. So McGee doesn't hit the homer, but he does get a single. Nieto will score easily from third, so Nieto comes in to score. Horton's base running rating is a 1. There is no way he can make it to home. It has to be a 3, and even with 2 outs, it becomes a 2. He will stay at third. McGee gets a base hit. Cardinals now cut the lead in half. It's 2-1. Cody Travis joins us here at Stade Olympique. Runners at first and third. McGee does get a single. An RBI single for him. It does score a run. And the batter now is Tommy Herr. Runners at first and third. 2 outs. Now a 2-1 game. Checking a strat. 2. McGee. McGee's got a very good chance to steal here. And he is the go-ahead run in this case. Down 2-1 here. A 16 plus 1 is 17. Webb's catcher is 0. A 1-17 McGee would steal second base. You know what? You let her swing. You hate to be the out. 85% chance, and I know sometimes how this D20 rolls. So I'm going to call off the steal. I'm going to let a 302 batter hit. Patch 83 joins us here at Stade Olympique. Schatzeder will pitch. 6-5, strikeout chance. 16 is high. Hurd gets to swing. 5-2, ground ball to short, and the throw will go to first to end the inning. 1 run, though, on 2 hits for the Cardinals. 2-1 Montreal as we are halfway through the game. Wow, McGee just misses a home run by 1. How big is that? Sometimes baseball is a game of numbers. This could probably be Horton's last inning. He only pitched a 24 as a 24 batter rating, and the next 3 batters will put him at that level. Hubie Brooks leads off for the Expos here on the bottom of the 5th. Brooks is 0 for 2. Horton 4-6. That's a walk chance. The 10 is high. Brooks gets to swing 4-2. Base hit, pass short. And Brooks will get to first base on a single. He will hold there and will bring up Tim Wallach. Infield halfway. 2-1 game now. A win here for the Expos, and they clinch the National League East. If they lose and the Mets lose, the Expos will still clinch the division as well. Checking on a strat. Nothing happening. Horton will pitch. That's a 2-1 range play. Wallach will swing 4-1. Fly ball center field. That ball is hit to McGee. His range is a 3. And he's got it. Makes the catch. Out number 1. Nice catch by McGee out there. Next up is a very young big cat, Andres Galarraga. Galarraga is 0 for 2. Strat says nothing. Horton will pitch. 1-6. Strikeout. 4 got him. Struck out the cat. And Galarraga has the hat trick. He struck out 3 times. Here's Mitch Webster. Webster is 1 for 2. Ricky Horton checking in. Checking still a strat roll. That is a 2. Brooks, no hit and run with 2 outs. So Horton will pitch. 5-2. Home run question mark. Against the switch hitter right. That's a 1-5. That's a 6. He just missed it. And that would have been automatic with Webster having 20s against a lefty and a righty. That would have been automatic. But the 6 against the righty just misses it. Wow. Home runs are being missed by 1, 2. Holy cow. But Webster does get to swing. 6-2. And he lines it right to short to end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Expos. Still 2-1 after 5. Wow, they are just missing it by 1, by 2. Holy cow. The dice are being cruel today to both teams. Thank you very much there, Mr. Travis. Always a pleasure. Top of the 6th. Leading off for the Birds is Cesar Cedeno. He's 1 for 2. Schatzeder can go to 24 batters as well. Let me see how many he's got left. Let me see. I think actually he'll be probably tired after this one. Let me see. 9, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah. And Ricky Horton is now tired, and I am going to take him out. I am going to take him out to start the bottom of the 6th. Schatzeder will pitch. 5-2, hit by pitch, 17, way high. Cedeno will swing, 1-2, line out to first. Nice nice stop there by Galarraga, out number 1. Next up is Tito Landrum. Schatzeder, that's a 1-5. That's a strikeout chance. Got him, struck out Landrum. And that is strikeout number 5 for Schatzeder. 2 men down and Terry Pendleton. Schatzeder is due to bat second, so it does help the Expos if they want to take him out. Schatzeder, 6-2, range play. Pendleton will swing, 5-3 against the lefty. That's a double to left field, but it is a range play, and the left fielder is Raines. His range is a 3, and he will make the play. What a catch out there by Tim Raines. Takes a double away from Terry Pendleton, and the inning is over. A fly out to left. As Schatzeder pumps his fist and gets the big out. Still 2-1 Expos. Bottom of the 6th, Ricky Horton is coming out of the game. The Cardinals are going to go to the pen. They do have right-left switch coming up, so let's see who the Cardinals want to bring out to pitch here. And I think they'll go with Bill Campbell. 5 wins, 3 losses, 4 saves, a 3.50 ERA. Not a bad pitcher. Bill Campbell will come into pitch for the Cardinals. Leading off for the Expos is Michael Berry. He is 1 for 2. Bottom of the 6th inning, 2-1 Expos. Campbell's pitch. 6-6 against the righty. Strikeout chance. The 20 is high. Berry gets the swing. 1-5. That's a star 4. And he grounds it to second. Out number 1. Pinch hitter coming up for Dan Schatzeder. He's going to leave with the win, at least attempting to get the win. A good day for him. But the Expos will go to the bench. And let me see who is going to bat here. Right now, he has the most at bats. And yep, it'll be Herm Winningham. Has the most at bats on the bench with 312. Herm Winningham will bat against Campbell. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Campbell's pitch, 2-4. That's a home run with a question mark. Winningham's a lefty. A 1-10. The 14 is high. Oh, Winningham would have had a good chance to get one. But Winningham will swing anyway. 6-6, and he chops it to second for out number 2. Next batter is Tim Raines. Raines having a good game. He's 2 for 3. A single and a double. Campbell's pitch, 5-3. Strikeout chance. Got him on a 2. He strikes out Raines. And a 1-2-3 inning. And that is the first time the Expos have been sent down in order by Cardinal pitching. After 6, still 2-1 Montreal. Ozzie Smith will lead off for the Birds. And the Expos need a pitcher. Let's see who they're going to go with here. And they're going to go with Bert Roberge, 3-3, 3 wins, 3 losses, 2 saves, a 3.44 ERA. Bert Roberge will pitch to Ozzie Smith here to start the top of the 7th. Roberge with the pitch, and that's a 5-6. That's at the park. Stade Olympique says 1-3, and that is a grounder to second base. Always good to get the first out of an inning, and that's one away. Here's Tom Nieto. Nieto's actually having a good game today. He's 2 for 2. Robert's with the pitch, 3-5, hit by pitch. The 19, whoa, just missed it. Nieto's an 8, plus 9 is a 17. He just missed it. Nieto does get the swing. 2-4, and against a righty, that's going to be a base hit right up the middle. Right back through the box. That's going to be the third hit for Nieto today. He's having a good game. That is a single. He's 3 for 3. And we'll see a pinch hitter for the Cardinals as Bill Campbell comes out. Cardinals will go to the bench. Let's see who they have coming up to bat. We do go by most at bats, and it will be Jack Clark. Jack Clark will pinch hit against Roberge. Clark had 22 home runs. He's definitely a threat. This is a good place for him to be up. 2-1 Expos. Infield is halfway. Still rolling a strat. 11, nothing happening. Roberge will pitch. And that is a 1-4 range play. Clark will swing. 2-2 against a righty. It's a ground ball to first. The ball is hit to Galarraga. His range is a 5, but the infield is halfway. It becomes a 4. Does he make the play? Yes, he does. Now, is it a double play? 3. -1 is 2. Back to halfway is 3. Shortstop for the Expos is Brooks. -1 is a 2. So they turn a double play on a 2. Nope. Nieto is thrown out at second, and they try to get it back to first, but Clark will get there. So it is a fielder's choice. And now 2 outs. And now a chance for Vince Coleman. Coleman is 0 for 2. He did walk. Got on a stolen base. Did get on a fielder's choice and stole a base. 2 outs. Clark on it first. I am still rolling the strat. That's a 20. Roberge, oh boy. He's got a very high rating here. Let's see what it is. And that is going to be a 13. And that is a balk. Bert Roberge balks and sends Clark to second. That puts the tying run at second base. Ouch. What a time for that to come up on a balk. I'll redo the strat roll again. And this time, nothing happening there. 2 outs. Clark goes to second on a balk. And now he'll pitch to Coleman. Roberge. That's a 5-6. That's at the park. Stade Olympique. 6-6. Ground ball to first. And that's going to get picked up there by Galarraga. He'll take it himself. And they will get out of the jam. No runs and a hit. 7th inning stretch. Expos lead 2-1. Cardinals need a pitcher. They got 3 right-handers coming up for the Expos. So let's see who the Cardinals want to bring on to pitch. It's a 2-1. They're only down 2-1. I would think you'd want to bring up put on a decent pitcher. And they are going to go. This is the 7th inning. 7th inning too. Decisions. I love baseball. I really do. They're going to go with Bob Forsch. 9 wins, 6 losses, 2 saves, a 3.90 ERA. May the Force be with you. So he's going to come up to pitch. Vance Law leads off for the Expos here in the bottom of the 7th. 2-1. Very much behind. We got a good amount of hits. I mean, there were 13 hits in the actual game, and we are at, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 10, And we are at 15 hits, but there were 12 runs scored in the actual game. We're only at 3. Force will pitch, 5-3, range play. Vance Law gets to swing, 5-3. That's a start to a ground ball to short. That, of course, is the Wizard of Oz. His range is a 4. And he'll make the play and throw to first to get the out. That's the first time Law has been retired in this game. He was 3 for 3 before that happened. Here's Andre Dawson. Force, 3-1. That's at the park. Stade Olympique says 4-1. That's a ground out to second. Stade Olympique has not been kind to the batters. And, of course, the batting average at Olympic Stadium was only a 237. So there wasn't much hitting at that part, at least on the ballpark card. There's not much hitting. Here's Hubie Brooks with 2 outs now. Force will pitch. That's a 1-6 against the righty. Strikeout, 17 high. Brooks gets to swing. 4-2. Base hit right past short. Brooks gets a single. That's his second hit of the game. He is now 2 for 4. Keeps the inning alive for Tim Wallach. 2 outs. Expos looking for some insurance. Remember, Expos win this game. They clinch the division. Force will pitch to Wallach. I'll first check to see if there is a strat. There's none. Force will pitch. 4-6. That's a walk. 17 is high. Wallach will swing. 1-3. Star 6, and he flies out to center. No runs and a hit. After 7, still 2-1 Expos. Could we see a division-clinching game here? Which doesn't happen a lot sometimes, but we get to see maybe a chance to see a division being clinched. We go to the top of the 8th, though. Willie McGee leads off for the Cardinals. He is 1 for 3. Roberge, he can pitch to 3 more batters. He is due to bat 4th. Let me see if I want to keep him out there. You got switch. Yeah, they're going to leave him pitch out there. They're going to let Roberge pitch to Willie McGee. Roberge, 3-6 against the lefty. That's a blank. McGee will swing 4-5, fly out to left. Expos pitching has done a good job today. Out number 1. Here's Tommy Herr. Herr is 0 for 3. Roberge, 3-3 against the lefty switch. That's a blank. Herr will swing. That's a 5-1. He flies out to left as well. 2 flyouts to Tim Raines out there earning his paycheck. And now Cesar Cedeno. Cedeno is 1 for 3. Roberge looking in. Here's the pitch. 5-3 against the righty. Strikeout chance. 5. Got him. Struck out Cedeno. A 1-2-3 inning for Roberge. Well done by him. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. 2-1 Expos. Remember, tonight we got more baseball action. We got the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Lamar Hoyt going up against Fernando Valenzuela tonight. The Padres are 2 games behind. Cincinnati and Houston. The Dodgers have a 4-game lead on the Expos for number 1 throughout the National League. And actually, whoever wins the National League, because the Yankees are 90 wins and the Twins are 88. Pretty much who wins the National League is going to have home field throughout the entire playoffs, and that includes the World Series. So a big game tonight between the Dodgers and the Padres. Don't miss that matchup. That is going to be huge. And we'll see how 10-minute ticker goes after this game. Bottom of the 8th, 2-1 Expos. And they have right switch right coming up, and they're going to leave Bob Forsch out there. He can still pitch to a few more batters. 2-1. Forsch with the pitch. That's a 4-1. That's a blank. Galarraga's the batter. He will lead off here. 3-1. Base hit right into center field. Leadoff single for the Expos. Galarraga gets his first hit of the game. He struck out 3 times before that happened. He is on first. And here is Mitch Webster. Infield goes to halfway. I am rolling a strat. And that is a 7. Nothing happening. Force will pitch. 4-2. Against the switch hitter left. That's an automatic out. Star 3. A ground ball to first. And they turn it. 2, 3, 4. Shortstop is Smith. +1 is a 5. A 1-5. They turn the double play. Yep, they got it easily. Not a problem. 2 outs. As Bob Forsch gets his best friend, the twin killing. Two outs. The batter will be Mike O'Berry. O'Berry is 1 for 3. Force looking in. Here's the pitch. That's a 6-6 error on a throw. O'Berry swings 6-5. That's a ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Pendleton. His error rating is a 7. That's a 2, and it is going to be an error. The throw is wide to the mark. The throw is hit to thrown to Cedeno at first base. His range is a 1. And it's going to get by him. Berry's base running rating is a 3. Does he go to second? Yes, he does. That is an error on Terry Pendleton, who throws the ball past Cedeno, and O'Berry will wind up on second base. That is an E5. First error on the Cardinals. And that could be a big error. Bert Roberts was due to bat. They will take him out. The Expos will go to the bench. It is the 8th inning, not the 9th. So coming on to pinch hit for the Expos will be Terry Francona. 281 at bats. Timeout. Timeout on the field. Sometimes this thing that ticks me off, but there's nothing got all over the place. No damage to the cards. They are good. All right. Terry Francona will pinch hit against Forsch. Forsch is not tired, but after this batter, he will be. This is a big chance for the Expos to get an insurance run. 2 outs. A big error on Terry Pendleton, a big throwing error, and allows O'Berry to go to second. And now let's see. Am I rolling? I am rolling a strat. There's still a pickoff chance. Not happening. And O'Berry is not going to. O'Berry actually does have a chance to steal third, but he'll stay at second base. Although his chance to steal third, the only way he'd be thrown out is on a 20. But you still let Francona hit. Force will pitch. 4-2 against the lefty. Automatic out. And that will end the inning. It's a star 4 and a ground ball to third anyway. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit. There was an error. It's a 2-1 game after 8. Will we see some 9th inning magic? The Expos will bring out the closer. And that, of course, is Jeff Reardon. 2 wins, 8 losses, 41 saves. Jeff Reardon will try to close this game out and give the Expos the 1985 National League East Championship. Leading off for the Cardinals, though, will be Tito Landrum. Top of the 9th, 2-1 Expos. Expos looking to clinch the division. Pitch from Reardon. 6-3. Strikeout chance. 9. Got him. Struck him out. Landrum has struck out, but for the fourth time today, he gets the golden sombrero. 1 down. And now Terry Pendleton. Reardon will pitch to Pendleton. That's a 1-4. That's a strikeout chance, but the 16 is high. Pendleton gets the swing. 2-6 against a righty. Base hit right up the middle. Right back through the box. Pendleton, the tying run, gets to first. It is a single for Pendleton. What? Did you expect a 1-2-3 ninth inning at RJL 518? I think not. Here's Ozzie Smith. Ozzie Smith is 0 for 3. Pendleton on at first. I usually don't do pinch runners here, but Pendleton, though, has got great range at shortstop. Even though he made the error, I got to keep Pendleton out there. 1 out, 2-1. Jeff Reardon will now pitch to Smith. Smith is 0 for 3. He's grounded out 3 times. The infield will be halfway. Checking a strat. That is a 16. Nothing happening. Ozzie Smith is not going to bunt. Although the bunt is available on a 16, but I don't see Smith bunting. 276 average. You don't want to trade an out. You got 1 out. There was nobody out, maybe. 1 out, no. Reardon will pitch to Smith. Division title on the line. Reardon's pitch. 5-5. Strikeout chance. 15 is high. Smith gets to swing. 1-5. Fly ball left field. Out number 2. 2 men down. And the batter now is Tom Nieto. He has a 225 average, and he is 3 for 3. He is 3 for 3, and the Cardinals will let him hit. He's hot. Pendleton on at first. Now 2 outs. Infield is back. Nothing on the strat. Reardon will pitch to Nieto. Here's the pitch. It's a 3-4. Wild pitch. That's a 6. It will send Pendleton to second. Oh, that's big. A base hit can score him now. Wild pitch by Reardon, and he throws it to the backstop. Pendleton goes to second. Now a base hit can score the tying run. Fans here at Stade Olympique on their feet. They want to see Reardon get it done. I will re-roll the strat. Nothing there. Pendleton will set second base. Reardon has to calm himself down a little bit. O'Berry goes to talk to him. Now we'll get behind the plate. Division title on the line. Reardon backs in, makes the pitch. That's a 4-3. Strikeout chance. 15 is high. Nieto gets the swing. 3-4. It's a ball hit to right field. That is a 12 against the righty. It's going to be a triple for Tom Nieto. This game is tied. You can't believe it. You can't make this stuff up. Tom Nieto against a ball hit on a 3-4, a ball hit to right, and with a 12 against a righty, just gets the triple for Nieto. Pendleton comes in to score. We are tied at 2. Ninth inning magic strikes again. Oh, unbelievable. A triple for Nieto. He's 4 for 4. And the fans here at Olympic Stadium can't believe it. And we'll see a pinch hitter for Forsch as the Cardinals will go to the bench. They're going to go with Andy Van Slyke. 259 average. Oh, wow. Jeff Reardon blows the save. Nieto gets a triple, and we're tied at 2. And now Van Slyke has a chance to bring in the winning of the go-ahead run with 2 outs. Reardon will pitch. How big was that error? Now, how big was that wild pitch? You put a runner at second base. A big wild pitch. That was huge. And now Reardon will pitch to Van Slyke. Keith White joins us here at Stade Olympique. Olympic Stadium in English-speaking Quebec. I know. Reardon will pitch to Van Slyke. I am going to roll a strat. It still occurs to see if anything happens at the 14-0. Reardon will pitch. 3-4. Wild pitch. 16 too high. Oh, he almost had Nieto score. What a play by O'Barry to block it. Holy cow. Reardon almost threw his second wild pitch. That would have scored Nieto. He'll do it again. Reardon will pitch. 4-1. Error on a grounder. Van Slyke will swing. 2-6. A ball hit the center field. A ball hit the center field again on an 18 against a righty. That's just going to be a fly out to center. Van Slyke misses it by 4. And that is a fly out to center. And the inning is over. 9th inning magic at RJL 518 strikes again, tied at 2. As we go to the bottom of the 9th. One run on 2 hits and a wild pitch. Bottom of the 9th coming up, tied at 2. It is the top of the order for the Expos. Tim Raines will lead it off, switch right. But the Cardinals will probably bring in their closer, or maybe one of their closers. Now, they're going to go with Todd Worrell. 3 wins, no losses, 5 saves, a 2.91 ERA. Todd Worrell will pitch to Tim Raines here in the bottom of the 9th. Fans here at Olympic Stadium can't believe it. They thought they were going to celebrate a division title. Now they'll need some more at-bats. Worrell's pitch. 5-1. Raines play. Raines gets the swing. 6-4. That's a ball hit to left field on a 20 against a righty. That's going to just be a fly ball to left, but it's a range. It's a ball hit to Coleman. It is a range play. His range is a 3, and he makes the catch. Out number 1. Fly out to left. And now the batter is Vance Law. Law, 3 for 4, 2 singles and a homer. Worrell will pitch. That's a 3-5. Strikeout chance, 2. Got him. Struck him out. 2 outs. And now the batter is Andre Dawson. Dawson is 1 for 4. Worrell will pitch to Dawson. 2 outs here. Pitch on the way. 1-6 at the park. Stade Olympique. 1-1. Ground ball to third. Ground ball to first. Up with it is Cedeno. He'll take it himself. And we've got extras. Free baseball. Free baseball here. Get your free baseball. At the end of 9, we are tied at 2. Timeout. We go to the top of the 10th inning, tied here at 2, in an unbelievable game as the Cardinals tied it up in the 9th. We got more baseball coming up. Jeff Reardon is going to come out of the game as he has blown the save. The Expos will go to the bench. I think they're going to go to the pen. They're going to bring in a righty. Let's see who they're going to bring in. And they're going to bring in Tim Burke. 9 wins, 4 losses, 8 saves, a 2.39 ERA. Tim Burke will pinch to Vince Coleman here to start the top of the 10th. Tied at 2. Expos thought they were just 3 outs away from celebrating the division. Now they're just trying to see if they can still hold on to it. Top of the 10th, tied at 2. Burke will pitch. That's a 1. That is a 1-1. 1-1, and that is a blank. He's not tired. Coleman will swing. 2-1. That's a ball at the right field. That is a 1, and against a righty, it's a single. Leadoff runner on for the Cardinals. First base hit for Coleman. And not the run. If you're the Expos, that's not who you want on the base pads. And here's Willie McGee. Infield goes halfway. We are rolling a strat. And that is a 19. Wow, Coleman does not get the jump. So McGee will swing. That's huge on that strat roll. Burke will pitch. That's a 5-4. That's a double question mark. A switch hitter is hitting from the left side. 1-3 automatic out. That's a 4. It's too high. McGee gets the swing. 6-1. And against a righty, it's a fly out to left. That's the first out. And here's Tommy Herr. Bob's Tabletop Sports joins us here at Stade Olympique. Coleman still on at first. 1 out. I'll recheck the strat. This time he's got the steal attempt. 16 minus 1 is a 15. Oh, Barry is a 0. I still think you try to steal here. Coleman, 1-15, he steals second base. And he does. Barely, but he got it with a 10, and Coleman steals second. Go-ahead run now in scoring position. Now the infield is back. No chance for a double play. At least not that way. I'll re-roll strat again. That is a 2. Coleman might want to try to steal third. Ooh. Oh, do I send Coleman to third? He's got a chance to steal it. Herb bats 302 though. It'd be a 1-15. It would a 14-15. It would still be a 15 to go to third base. Oh, close. But Coleman would hit, but on a base hit from her though, will bring Coleman home either way. I'm not going to send Coleman to third. I will let her swing. Burke with the pitch. 5-5. Strikeout chance. 2. Got him. Struck out her. Big K by Burke. Out number 2. And now Cesar Cedeno. I will roll a strat. And this time nothing happening. Burke will pitch to Cedeno with 2 outs now. Burke, 6-3, strikeout plus, 20, got him, struck him out barely. Cedeno's a 10, on a strikeout plus makes it 20, and he struck him out. Burke gets two big strikeouts. 1 hit, but the Cardinals can't do anything with it. And we go to the bottom of the 10th. Leading off for the Expos will be Hubie Brooks. Todd Worrell can pitch to 2 more batters before tiring. They will keep him out. Bottom of the 10th inning, tied at 2. Worrell will pitch. That's a 5-1 range play. Brooks gets the swing. That's a 2-2. It's a ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Pendleton. His range is a 5. He's got it. Throws to first, out number 1. Here's Tim Wallach. Wallach is 0 for 4. Worrell's pitch, 5-3. Walk chance, 17 high. Wallach will swing, 3-4, star 4, and he flies out to left. Second out. Batter now is Galarraga. Worrell is now tired. They're going to see if he can pitch to one more batter. Galarraga. Here's the pitch from Worrell. 3-4, strikeout, 16, too high. Galarraga, 15. So Galarraga gets the swing. That's a 4-4, and he grounds it to first. And a 1-2-3 inning, and we've got more free baseball coming up as we go to the 11th, tied at 2. Tito Landrum leads off for the Cardinals here on the top of the 11th inning, tied at 2. Tim Burke, he's got 2 more batters before he gets tired. He is due to bat third in the bottom of the 11th inning. The Expos are going to try to see if he can get to the game done. Burke will pitch, 6-4. That against a righty, that's an automatic out. It's a star 5 and a fly out to center. Landrum is now 0 for 5 in this game. Not had a good one at all. And now Terry Pendleton. Pendleton is 1 for 4. Singleton scored the tying run. Burke with the pitch. 3-4. That's a hit by pitch. The 13 is high. Pendleton will swing. 2-3. Base hit to center field. Pendleton has a single. His second hit of the game. And now here is Ozzie Smith. Pendleton on at first. Dave at Baseball Demos joins us here at Stade Olympique. Please check out that unbelievably awesome channel. He's doing a 1969 pennant race and the Washington Nationals replay an inside pitch. Pendleton on at first. Burke is now tired. They're going to think he can go. They want him to finish out if possible. And he's due to bat third in the bottom of the 11th. The infield is halfway. They're going to stick with him. They're going to see if Burke can get at least one more batter here. Burke will pitch to Smith. Ozzie Smith ready. Pendleton on at first. There is a strat roll. That's a 1. Oh, Pendleton's got a chance to steal. 12 minus 1 is 11. O'Barry is a 0. Oh, no. Smith hits 276. Let him swing. No, that's just my idea with the IN now for inside pitch. I don't know. I just kind of like doing it now with in. I don't know. It's not designed. Just my idea. Pendleton on at first. Burke will pitch to Smith. That's a 6-2 against the lefty. That's a blank. Smith gets to swing. 2-1. Ground ball to first. Do they turn it? 2-0-3. Shortstop Brooks -1. A 1-2. The Expos turn it. Nope. Pendleton is going to be out at second base. And Smith is safe at first on the fielder's choice. 2 outs. And the batter now is Tom Nieto. He has had a 4-for-4 day, 3 singles, and a triple that tied the game up. So Tom Nieto has been the X factor in this game. They will let him hit. Burke will try to stay out there and try to finish the inning off. 2 outs. Infield is back. Checking a strat. 11. Nothing happening. Burke will pitch. 1-2 against the righty. That's an automatic out. And it's a start to a ground out to third. And the inning ends. And Burke gets out of it. No runs and a hit. We go to the bottom of the 11th, tied at 2. Division title on the line. Expos win, they clinch the division. Expos lose, and the Mets lose in 10-minute ticker. They still clinch the division. Bottom of the 11th inning. Morel is done. The Cardinals will go to the bullpen. Mitch Webster, the leadoff batter for the Expos. And the Cardinals are going to bring in a right-hander to pitch to him. And they're going to go with... Joe Beaver. No record, but a 4.41 ERA. Joe Beaver will come in or Beaver, I don't know how it's pronounced, but I think it's pronounced Beaver. Joe Beaver will pitch to Mitch Webster here in the bottom of the 11th inning, tied at 2. Philip Reynolds joins us here at Stade Olympique. Bottom of the 11th, tied at 2. Beaver will pitch to Webster. Webster is 1 for 4, but he does have home run power. Beaver will pitch. 1-2. Error on a grounder. Webster will swing. 5-2. That's a fly out to center. That's out number 1. Here's Mike O'Berry. He is 1 for 3, singled and reached on an error. Beaver. Yeah, I'm wondering about that, Keith White. I'll say Beaver. Beaver will pitch to O'Berry. 1 out. And that's a 2-2. That's against a righty home run chance. But O'Berry is a 0. No homer. O'Berry does get to swing, though. 5-3. And he does lift the base hit past third. It's a single. O'Berry does get the hit. Winning run on base. And we'll see a pinch hitter for Burke. Let's see who the Expos want to bring on. They're going to have UL Washington come up to bat. I have French players that like bats 300 and that kind of crap. And I realize that's a mistake to use them in a situation. I will only use a fringe player unless all the main cards are no longer available. Because fringe players can skew the results a bit. Not that there are available. I can use them if I want, but I want to make it a little bit more realistic. O'Berry on it first. UL Washington will bat, and it does make sense from anyway. Infield halfway. Winning run at first. Let's see if there's anything on a strat. That's a 4. Why not? Hit and run. Why not? UL Washington's going to try the hit and run. He does strike out a little bit, but they're going to go with a hit and run with O'Berry at first. Beaver with the pitch. 4-4. Strikeout plus. That's a 14 against a righty. That is a strikeout. So Washington will strike out. That's 2 outs. O'Berry's stolen base rating, though, is a 20. and the catcher is Nieto. The only way O'Berry is out is on a 20, and he's safe. O'Berry does steal second base on a hit and run, but there are now 2 outs. Yeah, you have to roll the dice with a toothpick in your mouth with UL bats. That is so true. Runner at second base. The batter now is Tim Raines with 2 outs. Bottom of the 11th inning, tied at 2. Baver will pitch to Raines. Raines is 2 for 3 today, 2 for 5, a single and a double. O'Berry on its second. Baver, a single probably wins the game. Probably. We'll see what happens. Baver will pitch to Raines. I am going to roll a strat just to make sure. Nothing, a 2. Nothing happening. O'Berry will stay at second base. Baver will pitch. That's a 6-6 strikeout chance. 13 is high. Raines gets the swing. 4-5. It's a star 2 and a fly out to left, and we got more baseball coming up. No runs and a hit. And we're going to the 12th, still tied at 2. The Expos are finding it very difficult to win the division to end this game. We go to the top of the 12th inning. We'll see a pinch hitter for Baver as he is done. Cardinals are going to go with Brian Harper to lead it off. He'll pinch hit for the pitcher. Expos need a pitcher. It's going to be right switch. And they're going to go with a righty, I think. And coming on to pitch for the Expos will be Randy St. Clair. 5 wins, 3 losses, a 3.93 ERA. St. Clair will pitch to Harper here. Top of the 12th, tied at 2. No intentional walk to Raines. No, because he got Vance Law coming up to bat, and he's 3 for 5. Randy St. Clair will pitch to Harper here, top of the 12th inning. St. Clair, 4-1, walk chance, 9 is high. Harper gets the swing, 2-5, base hit, pass short, leadoff runner on for the Birds. Single for Brian Harper. And now that brings up Vince Coleman. Infield is halfway. St. Clair will pitch to Coleman. Coleman is 1 for 4. There really is no strat roll. There's no strat roll really with an N, so Harper can't steal or anything like that, or no hit and run. But there's always the bunt attempt, and that is an 18. Coleman's going to lay down the bunt, and he's going to lay the bunt down. He's going to lay the bunt down. The infield is halfway. They're not going to expect him to bunt. So Coleman's going to lay down the bunt. St. Clair, 4-2. That's a blank. Bunt attempt by Coleman. That is a 1. It's bunted back to the pitcher, and Coleman's bunt rating is a 4. He's automatically in, but that doesn't hurt anything on the bunt. He's automatically in, so the bunt rating is a 3, and that is a 14, and it's going to be the lead runner thrown out, and the batter is safe at first. Harper is thrown out at second. Coleman does make first. The bunt does not work, although that does put Coleman on the base pads. So that goes as a fielder's choice. Yes, I do play the double question mark. If the pitcher is tired, he automatically comes out. Yes, he automatically. This is considered a fatigue symbol. So yes, if he is tired, I do yank him. Vince Coleman does not get the bunt down very well, but St. Clair's only play was to second base to get the out. And luckily that was because the bunt was right back to the pitcher, because that does reduce the bunt rating by 3 if the infielder is in and the pitcher is automatically considered in. Infield still halfway, though. Here's Willie McGee. Question, does Coleman get the jump? Yes, he does on a 3, and he's going to try to steal. 16 plus 1 is 17. O'Berry a 0. 1 to 17, Coleman steals second. And he does, gets under the tag. Go ahead run now in scoring position. No, it's not an auto base hit. It is not an auto base hit. It's a question mark. You still go to here. You still go to here. Vince Coleman steals second base. Now he's on second. The go-ahead run on second base. Now there's no double play. I'll re-roll the strat to see if he maybe takes third. And that is a 3. I'm going to send Coleman to third. For his same stealer rating, 16 plus 1 is 17. A 1 to 17, Coleman steals third. He's out of there. Oh, my God. He's out of there. An 85% chance for Coleman to steal third, and he's thrown out on an 18. Went to the well too often. Coleman is out. 2 outs. And that may have been a dumb play on my part with McGee at bat. Coleman tries to steal third and is thrown out by O'Berry. Holy cow. Now 2 outs and McGee at the plate. 5-1, strikeout chance, 3, and Meek struck him out. Holy cow, what an inning. No runs, 1 hit, a messed up bunt, a stolen base, and then he's thrown out at third to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 12th, still tied at 2. No, it is not an auto base hit. Bottom of the 12th inning. Leading off for the Expos is Vance Law. Cardinals will go to the bullpen. They have to, obviously. It's right coming up. They're going to go with Ken Daly. Even though they've got 3 righties coming up, Ken Daly is their best pitcher left in the bullpen. Ken Daly will pitch to Vance Law here in the bottom of the 12th. Well, there was some 9th inning magic. The Cardinals are down 2-1 in the 9th, and they tied it up. Ken Daly will pitch to Law. Law having a good game. He's 3 for 5. 6-3 against the righty. It's a blank. Law gets the swing. 3-3. Fly out to center. Out number 1. And here is Andre Dawson. Dawson is 1 for 5. Daly with the pitch. 2-5. Base hit right up the middle. That's a single. The winning run is on. The division championship winning run is on. Base hit by Dawson. And now it'll be up to Hubie Brooks. Brooks is 2 for 5. Infield halfway. Does Dawson have a chance to steal? A 6. No, he does not. Daly will pitch to Brooks. Daly's pitch, 2-4. Strikeout chance. Got him on a 1. He strikes out Brooks. 2 down. And now Tim Wallach. Wallach is 0 for 5. Not had a good game at all at the plate. C&D Baseball TV with Tony Porter joins us here at Stade Olympique. Check out that unbelievable channel as he does everything. He is a jack of all trades and he is a master of all trades. Dawson on it first. Wallach. I am going to roll a strat. That is a 19. Nothing happening. Daly will pitch to Wallach. 2 outs. 2-5. Base hit right up the middle. Again, a single 1 result. Dawson's base running rating is a 3. And it needs to be a 4. With 2 outs, it will be. He will make third. Wallach gets his first hit of the game. The batter now is Andres Galarraga. And the Expos are going to let him bat. At least I think so. I don't want to use fringe players unless I absolutely want to or need to, and I don't. Although Galarraga, he's at first base. He's got very good range in case this doesn't go any well. They're going to keep him. Galarraga is going to bat. Patch 83 says, come on, Montreal. Runners at the corners. 2 outs. The division championship run is at third base. Daly. He will pitch. This will be his last batter before he's tired. Tied at 2. Am I rolling a strat? Yes, I am. That's a 10. Nothing happening. A base hit wins the division for the Expos. Daly's pitch. 6-1. Strikeout chance. 12. Got him. Struck him out. And we got more baseball coming up. Struck him out. No runs. 2 hits here. Still tied at 2 after 12. Welcome to the top of the 13th inning. Randy St. Clair has 4 batters he can face before he's tired. He will pitch out there. Leading off for the Cardinals is Tommy Herr in the top of the 13th, tied at 2. Expos win the game. They win the division. If not, it's up to the Mets to lose in order for them to win the division in 10-minute ticker. St. Clair will pitch to Herr. 5-1, strikeout chance, high. Herr will swing. 6-5, leadoff double into center field. Herr gets a double off of St. Clair on a 6-5 against the righty. Leadoff double. The Cardinals have a man on second, and the batter will be Cedeno. Cedeno is 1 for 4. Herr got a very good chance to steal. Strat rolls as an 11, though, not happening there. St. Clair will pitch to Cedeno. 2-4, that's a blank. Cedeno swings, 5-6. Fly ball to right field. Now that is out number 1. Herr's base running rating is a 3. A 1-3, he gets the third. The only way he's out is on a 6-6. And he does make third base. And now a sacrifice fly can score the go-ahead run. And the batter is Tito Landrum. Landrum is 0 for 5. Herr now on at third. Infield in. Checking a strat. 12, nothing happening. St. Clair will pitch to Landrum. And that's a 6-3. It's a blank. Landrum gets the swing. 6-4. Star 5. It's a fly ball to center field. Now that is out number 2. Landrum has no sacrifice fly rating. It's going to be up to her to try to score. Hers base running rating is a 3. Fly ball to center field. And the center fielder is Webster. He has a -1 for an arm, so it's a 2. So on a 1-2 or a 6-1 or 6-6, her will score. It's a 2 and he scores. Comes in on the sacrifice fly. And the Cardinals take the lead 3-2 here in the top of the 13th. Stadium groans. Ugh. Sacrifice fly does score her. Now 3-2 Cardinals. The batter is Pendleton. St. Clair, he will pitch to him. 3-2. Pitch. 6-6. Strikeout chance. Got him on a 6. And the inning is over. But the Cardinals 1 run on 1 hit. And they now have a 3-2 lead going into the bottom of the 13th. Will we see some 13th inning magic? I'm going to check the Cardinal bullpen, see if there's anybody they can bring in to close this game out, although Daly probably could do it. Daly has pitched to 5 batters. He's tired. Now they got to take him out. So the Cardinals are actually going to bring in a pitcher that probably doesn't have any saves. But what are you going to do? It is switch right for the Expos. Mitch Webster leads off for Montreal. The Cardinals are going to go with Kurt Kepshire, 10 wins, 9 losses, a 4.75 ERA. Kurt Kepshire will pitch to Mitch Webster here, bottom of the 13th. Kepshire will try to get the save, even though he didn't have any that year, but all the pitchers are done. So now we got to use just relievers. Sometimes it does happen. Bottom of the 13th inning, 3-2. Webster does have home run power. A lot of it. 3-5 from Kepshire. That is a blank. Webster gets to swing. 4-2. Single, pass short. The tying run is on. Base hit for Webster. His second hit of the game. Mitch Webster gets a leadoff single. The batter is Mike O'Berry. The Expos want to save their batters in case this goes any further, but I think you really need to bring in a better hitter if possible, which really there isn't. But they are going to do so. Mike Berry's going to come out of the game. Coming on to pinch hit will be Scott Thompson, a late trade from the Giants. He will pitch, and I will need a catcher, and I'll have Sal Butera waiting to take over at catcher if necessary. Scott Thompson will pinch hit against Kepshire. 3-2 here, bottom of the 13th. Infield is halfway. There is a strat roll. Kepshire does have pickoff chance. That's a 20. Kepshire throws to first. And it's an error. He throws it away. Holy cow. He threw it away. Webster goes to second on a pickoff error by Kepshire. Holy cow. The tying run is at second base. Webster goes to second and takes the double play out of it. Kepcher tried to pick him off, and Webster goes to second. Now Thompson has the tying run in scoring position. I will still roll a strat, and that is a 6. This time, 9 minus 1 is 8 divided. No, nothing happening this time. Webster on second. Scott Thompson, the batter. Pitch from Kepcher. 5-5. Against the lefty, it's a blank. Thompson gets the swing. 3-2. Star 2, and it's a fly ball to right field. Now that's the first out. Webster's base running rating is a 4. A 1-4, he goes to third. A 6-6, he's out. And he'll hold at second base on a 5. Timeout on the field. Second time I've done that. Dang, so we'll have a better chance to play here. Yeah. So Webster holds at second base. 1 out now. The batter now is the pitcher. And they'll see a pinch hitter for St. Clair, as he has done. And coming on to pinch hit will be Doug Frobel, a late trade from the Pirates. Doug Frobel will go up against Kepcher. Webster on at second. 1 out. Rolling a strat. That's an 8. Nothing happening. Kepcher, why did the Expos trade Webster for Dave Martinez? I don't know. Kepcher will pitch to Frobel. And that's a 6-2. Against the lefty, it's a blank. Frobel gets to swing. 6-5. Ground ball right back to Kepcher. Kepcher's got it. He throws to first for out number 2. And Webster's base running rating is a 4. In order to get to third, he needs to be a 5. It needs to be a 1, 2, or 3. And it is. Webster does go to third on the ball hit to Kepcher, who throws out Frobel at first base. 2 outs. 2 men down. And now the batter is Tim Raines. Tying run at third. Raines the winning run at the plate with 2 outs. Bottom of the 13th. Cardinals 3. Expos 2. Webster at third base. Raines is 1 for 6. I'm sorry, it's 2 for 6. Kepcher trying to close the game out. 2 outs. I am rolling a strat. And that is a 5. Nothing happening. Kepcher will pitch. Suadice, re-roll. 3-1. Error on a grounder. Raines will swing. 6-3, and against a righty, base hit past third. It's a base hit, and that's a single 5, so that's no error rating. That's not an error on a grounder. That's not used for that. Raines gets the base hit against the righty. Webster scores. This game is tied again. Tim Raines gets the tying hit, and it's tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 13th. Stadium cheers. Yay! Raines gets on base. Division championship run at first base. And now it'll be up to Vance Law. Tim Raines on it first. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 13th. The Expos tie it up. Yes, no error on a grounder on S1 to S6. The only errors on grounders is on a G1 to G6 or S7 or SDT to the outfield. There's no error. If you check the chart, you'll see that on S1 to S6 on error on a grounder, it's blank. So there is no error on a grounder on S1 to S6 according to Chris. It's on the chart. So yes, you do not roll for a grounder error if the ball is hitting the infield on the infield. Rains on it first. Vance Law, the batter. We got more baseball coming in unless Law hits one here. 2 outs. Checking a strat roll. That's a 2. Oh boy, Rains could try to steal second base. Why not? 18 plus minus 1 is a 17. Nieto plus 1 is an 18. Rains is going to try to go to second base to steal it. A 1 to 18. He's safe. Rains steals second base, and now the winning run in scoring position. Unbelievable. Expos can pull it off here in the bottom of the 13th. Rains on its second now after a stolen base. I will roll the strat again. That's a 7. Nothing happening now. Kepshire will pitch the Law. 2 outs. A base hit will probably win the game with a base running rating of 5 that he has. Kepshire with the pitch. 4-4. Range play at the park. Stade Olympique says 5-2. It's a blank. It's a rare play. You got to be kidding me. Rare play with men on base. 65. 3-2 pitch called the ball for a walk. Catcher argues call and gets thrown out of the game. Okay, so Vance Law goes to first, and the Cardinals just lost Nieto at catcher. So that is a walk, and Tom Nieto is ejected. Someone needs to tell me what he said, because I don't know what he said. It means Daryl Porter will now come in and catcher, as Tom Nieto is out of there. So Daryl Porter takes over now. Pretty much the same rating except a 0 for an arm. Daryl Porter takes over at catcher. The batter now is Andre Dawson with runners at first and second. Yes, on an error, yes, you're correct, Tony. On an E and an E2, yes, you check on the S1 to S6. Error on a grounder, he said no. And if you look at the chart, you'll see it is, if you look at the chart, it is blank here. But it is an error chance here. Runners at first and second, a crazy bottom of the 13th, tied at 3. Rains on at second, Law at first. Dawson is now the batter. Dawson is 2 for 6. 2 outs. I am rolling a strat. A 9, nothing happening because Kepshire does have a pickoff chance. Runners at first and second. Kepshire hits Kepshire to Dawson. 3-4. Again at the park. Olympic Stadium. 4-5. Popped up to the catcher. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. 4-5 pop out to the catcher. And we've got more baseball coming up. 1 run on 2 hits. A stolen base. And after 13, we're tied at 3. This game is really beginning to test my limits. Another instant RJL classic. Top of the 14th coming up. Tied at 3. Leading off for the Cardinals will be Ozzie Smith. He's 0 for 5. Expos need a pitcher. You got left switch coming up. Cardinals are going to go with Gary Lucas. No, never mind. I'll save him. No, Cardinals are going to go. I'm sorry, Expos. You know what? No, Lucas will pitch because actually he's the next best batter, next best hitter. Gary Lucas will pitch, 6-2 a save, a 3.19 ERA. Gary Lucas will go up against Ozzie Smith as we're now in the top of the 14th inning. Tied at 3. Smith leads off here for the Cardinals. Sal Butera takes over now at catcher for the Expos. A little better at the position, actually. But not a good arm. So Sal Butera is now the catcher for the Expos. Gary Lucas will pitch to Smith. 3-1, that's a blank. Smith gets the swing, 6-1. Base hit into right field, that's a single. Ozzie Smith gets a hit. And that's his first hit of the game. Ozzie Smith was 0 for 5. Now he gets a base hit, and Smith is on it first. That brings up the new catcher, Darryl Porter, who came in for the ejected Tom Nieto. Definitely infield halfway. Smith does have a great chance to steal. And he will get the jump. 16 plus 1 is 17. Butera has a +2. The only way Smith is out is on a 19. I'm sorry, on a 20. He's safe. Ozzie Smith steals second base. Stolen base for Ozzie Smith. Now the infield is back. Rerolling Stade again. A 4. This time nothing happening. Smith on its second. Lucas will now pitch to Porter. Lucas pitch, 5-6 against the lefty. Strikeout chance. 19 is high. Porter will swing. 4-5, and it's a ground ball to first base. That's out number 1, and Smith goes to third. Now a pinch hitter coming up for Kurt Kepscher. As the Cardinals will have a new batter. And they're going to go with Steve Braun. 239 average. Steve Braun will go up against Gary Lucas. It's a good thing they have. It's a good thing that we are in September with the September call-ups. Smith on at third. Infield is in. Strat roll, 17. Nothing happening. Lucas will pitch. 5-2. Range play. Braun swings. 2-4. It's a fly ball to center field. The ball is hit to Webster. His range is a 3. He can't get it. Single or double. It's going to be a double for Steve Braun as he hits it away from Mitch Webster. Smith comes in to score. Cardinals retake the lead 4-3. Unbelievable. Steve Braun hits a double right into center field. A tough play for Webster. Couldn't make it. 4-3 Cardinals here. Top of the 14th. And this game has now reached 2 hours long. But not because it's a normal game. It's not a normal game. Here's Vince Coleman. He'll go up against Gary Lucas. Stadium groans. Infield is now back with a runner on first. Lucas does have a pickoff chance, and he throws to second. No, Braun gets back. Now Lucas will pitch to Coleman. Coleman is 1 for 6. Timeout while I get my scoreboard fixed up here. I wasn't checking it. Okay. Braun on at second. Pitch from Lucas. 1-6. Strikeout. 16 is high. Coleman will swing. 5-6 against the lefty. That's a triple into right field. Coleman gets all of that one, and that's going to go all the way into the right field corner. Braun will come in to score. Coleman on at third. 5-3 Cardinals. Gary Lucas comes in here. Can't get it done. The batter now is Willie McGee, and that is going to be it for Lucas as the Expos have to make a change. One out, top of the 14th, 5-3 Cardinals. The Expos are going to go with right-hander Bill Lasky. He was a late trade from the Giants. So Bill Lasky will go up against Willie McGee here. 5-3, one out. Infield is going to be in. The Expos don't want any more runs. He got a triple mostly because of his speed. And he had a few of them. Lasky will pitch to McGee, and there is no strat. Except for a pickoff chance, I will allow, because it could always be a catcher trying to get him, and it's not happening. And no, Coleman's not going to try to steal home. Well, he could have wow, Coleman could try to steal home here. That was a 2. But there's no strat. No strat. Lasky will pitch. 5-4 against the switch hitter left. That is a range play at the park. Olympique Stadium. 3-6. Star 6. It's a fly ball to center field. Fly ball to center field. That's going to be out number 2. McGee sacrificed fly rating of 2. He will not score Coleman on his own. Now Coleman will try to come home. Base running rating is a 5. Center fielder is Webster. -1 is a 4. A 1-4 or a 6-1 or 6-6 Coleman safe. That is a 2, and he comes in easily. Sacrifice fly works, and it is now 6-3. And it looks like the Cardinals are going to keep the Expos from winning the division here in the board. But remember, if the Mets lose their game in 10-minute ticker, Expos still clinch. Next batter is Tommy Herr. 2 outs now. Herr is 1 for 6. Pitch from Lasky. 1-1. Strikeout chance. 20 is high. Herr gets the swing. 1-6. Ball hit to right field. Again, that is a 16. And against a righty, that just misses a triple by a couple. But that's just going to be a fly out to right. And the inning will end. 3 runs on 3 hits. And a stolen base. Bottom of the 14th coming up. 6-3 Cardinals. Will we see some 14th inning magic? The way this game is going, I wouldn't doubt it. Hubie Brooks leads off for the Expos. That was a range play at the park. Yeah, he got it. Whatever. Sixth, the way this game is going, Dave, right now, I've kind of lost it. Hubie Brooks will bat for the Expos here in the bottom of the 14th. The Cardinals left one of their better pitchers waiting for this opportunity, and it is Jeff Lottie. 5 wins, 2 losses, 19 saves, a 1.84 ERA. Jeff Lottie's going to try to get this game over with. 6-3 Cardinals. Hubie Brooks leading off here, bottom of the 14th. Lottie's pitch, 3-6. That's a range play at the park. Olympic Stadium says 6-6, ground ball to first. The ball is hit to Cedeno. His range is a 1, and that's a base hit. Why not? Hubie Brooks gets a leadoff single. What? Did you expect a 1-2-3 14th inning in RJL 518? I think not. Leadoff single. Brooks goes to first. Infield halfway. The batter now is Tim Wallach. 6-3 Cardinals here, bottom of the 14th. Wallach is 1 for 6. No strat, but there is pickoff. Not happening. Lottie will pitch. 4-1. Blank. He's not tired. Wallach will swing. 1-5. Popped up to first base. Out number 1. Wallach goes down. And now here's Andres Galarraga. He will come up to hit. 6-3 Cardinals. Bottom of the 14th as Tim Pepper was tuning catching the replay, and he can't believe I'm in the 14th inning. This game is 2 hours long. And I still got 10-minute ticker to do. 14th, 6-3. No strat, but I'm checking for pickoff. Not there. Lottie will pitch. 5-5 at the park. Olympic Stadium says 3-1. Ground ball to short. This could do it. Galarraga 0. +1 from Lottie is a 1. Infield halfway 2. Second baseman hurt, and he has no adjustment. A 1-2. This game is over. And it's hit to shortstop. Up with it is Smith. Throws to her. Her pumps once, pumps twice. Throws to first. That's your game. Cardinals. Unbelievable marathon win over the Expos. 6-3. They do not clinch the division title on the board. What a ball game today. 6-4-3 double play. No runs and a hit. Final line score coming up, and then 10-minute ticker. What a crazy game here this morning. For the Cardinals, 6 runs on 14 hits and 1 error. For the Expos, 3 runs on 18 hits and no error. The winning pitcher is going to be Ken Daly. He gets the win. Gary Lucas takes the loss. Jeff Lottie does get the save since the tying run was on deck. Jeff Lottie does pick up the S. What a game here to start this day. 6-3 Cardinals. Don't go away. 10-minute ticker coming up. One for the ages, as Jim Nantz would say. So the Cardinals get the win 6-3, which now means the Cardinals have retied the Mets for second, and the Expos take the loss. Now we got to see how the rest of it goes, and we will do standings in real time. So let's see how the rest of the day goes here for the 29th. California taking on Cleveland. The Angels are 2 games back of the Mariners for second place. California has a 19. That's a 45. That's a good roll. That's 7 runs for the Angels. Cleveland has a 12, though. That's a 64. That's a great roll. They get 8 runs. Cleveland beats the Angels. So the Angels actually lose a half game to the Mariners. Boston taking on Detroit. Boston taking on Detroit. Big series here. Boston is 1 half game behind Detroit for third place. Boston has a 19. That's a 21. Not a good roll for a 19. That's 4. Detroit has a 5. That's a 26. And that is 2 runs. Boston beats the Tigers and will now retake third place in the American League East. And that puts them in the playoff spot right there. Toronto taking on Milwaukee. Important game. The Blue Jays trail the Yankees by a game for the division title in the American League East. Toronto with a 14. That's an 11. Oh, that is awful. That is a 0. The Blue Jays, the Brewers have an 8. That's a 12. They beat them 1-0. Milwaukee gets the win, and that's a big win for the Brewers. The Blue Jays do not catch anything, and the Brewers now move to 2 games back of the Red Sox for third place. They're still in 5th. Kansas City taking on Minnesota. A Minnesota win, they clinch the American League West. Kansas City has a 13. That's a 52, and that is 6 runs for the Royals. Minnesota has a 9. That's a 46 on a 9, and that is 5 runs. The Twins do not clinch. Kansas City gets another win. The Twins lose another one, and the Seattle Mariners play against Texas. A Mariner loss, the Twins will win the division. Baltimore taking on the Yankees in a doubleheader. Baltimore with an 11. That's a 24. And that is 3 runs for the Twins. Yankees with a 16. That's a 54. They'll win that game 7-3. So the Yankees now gain an extra game on the separate the Blue Jays by another game, and the Baltimore Orioles now have a losing season. Doubleheader again. Baltimore with a 9. That's a 43, and that's 4 runs for the Orioles. 27 for the Yankees. 55. That's 10 runs. Yankees will win that one easily, as the Yankees now have their 92nd win. And now the Blue Jays find themselves 3 games back. The Yankees have not lost a game since I made this sheet. The Yankees are in good shape. White Sox taking on Oakland. The White Sox are 6 back. The Oakland A's are 4 back. Oakland needs to win this game. White Sox a 20, and they roll a 26. And that is 5 runs with Seaver on the mound. Oakland has a 9. 26 for them, and that is 3 runs. The White Sox will beat the A's. And Oakland will stay 4 back of California. Texas taking on Seattle. A Mariner loss, the Twins win the division. Texas, they got a 10. They roll a 34, and that's 4 runs. Seattle, a 0. That's an 11, and that is a 0, and that is a 0 for them. That is a 0 for them, and because they lost, I think it's still at 1. Let me check my thing here, because now, so Texas does get the win, 64. Seattle takes the loss. I believe that still gives them, let me see here, 163 minus 88 minus 75. Yes, with the Mariners losing, the Minnesota Twins are your 1985 American League East champions. They win the division. So they're guaranteed at least the number 2 seed. Looks like they're going to fall. Looks like the Yankees are going to get number 1, but still close here. The Minnesota Twins are your 85 AL West champions. Now, we go back to the National League. San Diego taking on Atlanta. San Diego with an 8. The Padres are 2 games behind Cincinnati and the Astros for second. San Diego has an 8. That's a 63, and that's going to be 7 runs. The Braves with a 9. That's a 26, and that's 3 runs. The Padres will beat the Braves, and they move a game closer to third place, to a tie for second. This is still very much in doubt. Philadelphia taking on the Cubs. Philadelphia has a 10. The Phillies are now 5 games back, a third. That's a 55 with a 10. And that is going to be 6 runs for the Phillies. 14 for the Cubs. That's a 53 for the Cubs, and that is 6 runs for the Cubs. We have extra innings. Philadelphia has a -3 clutch. That is a 1. Chicago has a 0. That's a 6. The Cubs will win it, and they will win the game 7-6 in extras. So with that loss, the Phillies take a tough loss. The Cubs get the win, and the Phillies are 5 back. The Phillies are 5 games back, a third of a tie here. I don't think the Phillies are going to catch them. The Mets and the Cardinals will probably make the playoffs either way. Houston taking on Cincinnati. I know Steeler fan, he's not in the chat, but I know he is going to want to see what happens here. Houston with an 11. That's a 52. It's 6 runs for the Astros. Reds a 10. That's 32, and that is going to be 3 runs. The Astros will beat the Reds and take over second place for now. So now the Astros are now in second place. The Reds stay at third. Giants taking on the Dodgers. The Giants are a -2. That's an 11. That's an absolute 0 right there. Dodgers have an 8. We have the Dodgers and the Padres tonight. That's a 31. That'll be good enough for them. The Dodgers will beat the helpless Giants. So the Dodgers now have a 5-game lead on the Expos for number 1 in overall for home field throughout. Cardinals, of course, beat the Expos. Now the Mets and the Pirates. The Mets have a 12. That's a 13. Not a good roll, and that's only 1 run for the Mets. The Pirates have a 2. That's a 34. They're going to win this game 2-1. So the Mets take a loss. The Mets take the loss. That is their 69th loss. The Pirates get the win, and with that loss, the Montreal Expos clinch the National League East. So the Montreal Expos are again your National League East champions for one of my replays. They're still 5 back of the Dodgers, so the division title is set. So the Dodgers now have a 5-game lead on the Expos for a home field throughout. But the Mets not winning, though, they stay tied with the Cardinals for second place. And it makes a difference. Do you want to play a division series or do you want to play a wild card playoff game? That is it for your 10-minute ticker. If your team won today, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tonight. And tonight we have the Padres taking on the Dodgers in a huge game. So 2 more division titles have been wrapped up. Only the Yankees and the Blue Jays is yet to be decided. Philip Reynolds, Cody Travis, Baseball Demos, Tim Pepper, Keith White, Bob's Tabletop Sports, Furman 90, Patch 83, C&D Baseball TV, G-Puck, Mark Fortberg, IG Jester. Thank you all for joining me this afternoon. We'll see you tonight for more exciting games. Please, hit a like on the turnstiles on your way out through. It would be appreciated. What a game in 14 innings. It is the Cardinals over the Expos 6-3. We'll see you guys later tonight. Take care.